Hello this week and welcome to From the Bookies desk here in Petone. I'm Steve Hunt as we preview Trentford this Saturday with the running of the Wellfield New Zealand Oaks. Well, it's come up a cracking field. We were all thinking 2-3 weeks ago that it might be a bit slim on class, but they've all turned up except Silent Achiever as she makes her way to Australia after her impressive Derby win. But outside her, it really is a stellar field for this year's running of the New Zealand Oaks. Well, we've gone through a couple of form guides here, and I think you've got to go back 2 starts back for a lot of these horses when they went round at Te Rapa in the Sir Tristram Fillies Classic over the 2,000 metres. They all came clashing together on that occasion, and Zarella came out on top. That occasion, it was a good 2, which we're going to get on Saturday at Trentford, which is all a positive for their meeting. And she did come out on top that day, winning in a blanket finish behind most of her main rivals that she meets on Saturday. We've opened her up a current favourite at around about a $4.40 quote. She already has been very well supported in the early market, and she deserves to be the favourite in our eyes. Saying that, there are a lot of good fillies in this year's running, and it is a bunch market at the top of the book, particularly the first 3 in the market. Second favourite is the number 1, Planet Rock, Damien Brown, to come over from Australia, who he rode on in its last assignment when winning at Hawke's Bay. Planet Rock is a Group 1 winner of the 1,000 Guineas earlier in her 3-year-old year. She is a class filly, and she almost has the Filly of the Year series wrapped up if she finishes in the first 3 on Saturday. She is our second favourite at $4.60, and again already early support on the filly by Fastnet Rock. Third favourite is Chikorita. She did beat Zarella in the Derby, which was 2 weeks ago, and behind Silent Achiever on that occasion. We know it was a slow track, but that's why we've swung these 2 round. Chikorita is a $5 third favourite, and we believe Zarella will have probably the more support, being that it is a good 2 surface on Saturday. But Chikorita definitely in the mix, a $5 third favourite, and blinkers are applied for the filly trained by the Moroni stable. So yeah, it looks a real open betting race if you want to go outside the top 3 here. A couple to speak of, Quintessential, who's been well placed in behind some of these fillies. We know she won at Trent from last start she ran, and a very, very good performance there. She's at $15. We believe we'll see some money for Quintessential. Also Capital Diamond, there's a good following for Capital Diamond. All the owners will be on track this coming Saturday. They've also been reinvesting on Capital Diamond throughout the months leading into this New Zealand Oaks. Some lucky punters had her at around about the $21, $26 quote. She's currently $10. Probably a tad underrated Capital Diamond, but I'm sure she'll have also her supporters. And also touching on James McDonald's ride, split second, we can't forget about James McDonald. He has his supporters out there, obviously. He had a fantastic carnival over the Auckland Cup carnival a week or so ago. James McDonald winning 3 out of the 4 Group 1s. Split second, probably the one that is the least experienced in the field, but does have a bit of upside. Was again placing in the Sunline Vars last start. Split second is trained by Roger James, who can't do anything wrong at the moment, Roger. So I'm sure we're going to get good support for split second at $9.